Oh, man, you know, AB, another beef, ain't boo boy. Adrien Broner, he said he with it. He said he'll fight Keith Thurman, you know. What up, Fight World? It's your boy, Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. Let's jump right into it. Adrien Broner on his verified account, he called out Keith Thurman. He said they can rump. He said it don't matter. Let's get into what he said directly. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Adrien Broner said, I fuck around and fight Keith one time Thurman. Next, hashtag on God in him. So he said he'll fuck around and take the Keith Thurman fight. He don't care. He said, what y'all think at Showtime? Hashtag pay-per-view. You know, he trying to get that pay-per-view money. Now, there's been a lot going on with Keith Thurman and Adrien Broner. Obviously, Keith Thurman had the biggest fight of his career, and he lost, you know, against Manny Pacquiao, no longer undefeated, no longer WBA champion. He was not the WBC champion for a while. He had to give up that belt due to inactivity and injuries and not competing. And he just lost and consolidated, I guess you could say, his belt with Manny Pacquiao. Now, post-fight, Adrien Broner, he was like, he got cooked. He said that Keith Thurman got cooked. Manny Pacquiao cooked him, and he's claiming that he did better versus Pacquiao, and he didn't look like that. So, you know, a lot of people are talking about that. Broner on the PJ. Broner flying in style. So he made a lot of money fighting Pacquiao. This is a good picture. Him and Andy Ruiz, new champion. It was lit, you know. It's definitely lit in there. But post-fight, he was kind of mocking Keith Thurman, saying Keith Thurman, the boy got cooked by Pacquiao, and you know, people need to start respecting him and his performance because he didn't get knocked down and stuff. This is what he put immediately after. He said, put some respect on my name. He said, stop all that capping. I'm one of the greatest to ever lace up a pair of gloves, you know. And Keith Thurman, to be honest, he kind of provoked this because in his buildup for the Pacquiao fight, he did keep mentioning Broner's name and Broner's performance versus Pacquiao. He kept saying, I'm not Adrien Broner. You know, Pacquiao and his T-Rex arms, he's getting crucified. He ain't going to do this, that, and the third. But then he got in there with Broner he got in there with Pacquiao, and his face showed the results of having a shootout with Pacquiao. Now, one could easily argue that Adrien Broner, you know, he didn't let his hands go, so he didn't put himself in that same position and kind of go toe-to-toe with Pacquiao to the point where he opened up those opportunities for Pacquiao the same. You know, especially when Pacquiao hurt him probably in the 8th, 9th round, somewhere around there. But listen, as far as Adrien Broner, Keith Thurman, I think it's a good fight. I think it's a real good fight. I think it would be a sellable fight. Broner, whether you love him or hate him, he's still relevant. People still pay attention. He said he's fighting at 140 against Ivan Redkach. So he did say, you know, Broner, he's one of those characters in boxing, kind of like Tyson Fury, where he'll say something and then sometimes he'll go from what he said. Like he said that he's dropping down to 140. He's like, I'm sick of fighting these big motherfuckers. You know, these guys at 147, I'm always at a disadvantage. So, you know, I'm dropping back down to 140. So calling out Keith Thurman can't make 140. So I guess maybe he's willing to move up to 147 for Keith Thurman to settle what they've been hashing out publicly, you know, regarding this Pacquiao fight. The crazy thing is, I don't think Broner is lying about it. You don't go from 135, fight Paulie Malignaggi, a lighter puncher, and then in your second fight at welterweight, fight a Maidana. you know, with the resume Maidana had. Maidana had been in there with Eric Morales and Victor Ortiz and Devin Alexander. You know, he had some good names under his resume by the time Broner fought him. And he's definitely a puncher. So I don't think Broner's capping. I think Broner throughout his career, he called out Lucas Matisse. He even wanted the Maidana rematch. Rest in peace to Letterman. He even wanted the Maidana rematch and never was able to get it. But I do think Broner, that's one quality you got to respect about him. He is willing to scrap and step in there with whoever. Pacquiao, Granados, Sean Porter, right? He's in there. Mikey Garcia, his resume speaks for itself. And he's also called out a lot of people. He hasn't really got that. You know, when he was at odds with Floyd, he even called him out. So I do think Broner is willing to fight whoever. Let me know what you guys think of Broner versus Keith Thurman. I don't know how realistic it'll be, because Keith Thurman said he ain't fighting for the rest of the year. Broner said he's fighting at 140. But we'll have to wait and see. I would definitely tune in. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. We work. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.